The Department of Home Affairs is warning it could take 20 months to process visitor visas because of a backlog in applications. Julia Bradley has this story this afternoon, joins us live. Julia, you've spoken to a number of people who are being affected by this backlog.
I've spoken to a handful of Australians, Kieran, who have all told me that they're facing big difficulties trying to get their loved ones from overseas into the country after applying for visitor visas on or around the time that the international border reopened in late February, with some telling me they're still waiting on a response from the Department of Home Affairs as to the status of the application. Now, one man we spoke to, Waylon Anning, he's from far north Queensland. He's an Australian citizen and he's trying to get his brother and his mother-in-law into Australia from Mumbai. Now, they applied for 2 visitor visas on the 16th of March. One was approved, but they're still waiting to hear on the status of the other one.
I understand maybe there was 2 years of applications being built up, but there was also 2 years to get ready. And, the date to open the country was, I think, well known for, at least a month, a few weeks, however long it was. I'm very shocked that it just wasn't planned better.
Another man, Ebby Swemmer, who lives in a similar area to Waylon, he is also waiting for a visitor visa for his wife to be approved. Now, he's an Australian citizen living in far north Queensland. His wife is over in South Africa. They applied for a visitor visa for her on the 11th of February, and he said he's still yet to hear from the Department of Home Affairs about this.
I got married on the 9th of November last year, 2021. We applied for a visa on the 11th of February this year. We've been through all the steps. Nothing has been disapproved or approved. We've got no contact we can make with anybody. And we also can't get any information of how far the visa is and what is happening.
Now, in another case I've been made aware of involving an Australian citizen and his wife, they live over in Singapore. They were so frustrated by this that they took their grievances to the Home Affairs Minister, Karen Andrews' department. And in an email, someone from her department wrote the following: the department is currently working through a large backlog of applications due to the recent border reopening. In addition, there have been applications coming in from displaced people from the war in Ukraine. All applications are being worked through as quickly as possible, and as travel dates approach, applications get prioritised. Now, at the time of that correspondence, Kieran, which was late last month, the department website suggested that it could take up to 11 months for 90% of these visitor visa applications to be approved. Now that's been blown out to 20 months because of COVID. And in figures from the department given to Sky News, we understand that more than 373,000 visitor visas have been granted since the announcement of the border reopening. More than 245,000 visa visitor holders have arrived in Australia during that period. And when it comes to Ukrainians fleeing war, about 6,500, mostly temporary visas, have been granted to the Ukrainians. But the department hasn't confirmed to me how many visitor visas have been applied for during this period, which would give us a better sense of just how bad this backlog really is.
Julia, thank you for that exclusive report this afternoon. Talk to you soon.